This is part 3 of a video series entitled, Is Your Silver Bullion Really Safe? The title of this video is, How Good Does My Silver Bullion Safe Need to Be? If you've had the opportunity to follow this video series, then you should know how to determine a safe's capabilities based on its classification and ratings. Now it's time to decide how much of those capabilities you actually need or want. Because you would much rather spend money on silver instead of a safe, but you don't really know how much protection you actually need, fortunately, there is an industry standard guide for helping to determine just how much safe you should have based on the value of its contents. So let's take a look. The left chart represents the suggested value limits which should be secured by each classification of safe, and also factors the values if the safe is contained within a structure that has a burglar alarm system. The chart on the right from part 2 of the series is a reminder of the codes explaining the definition for each of the different anti-theft classifications. The B and B/C ratings are one of the lowest ratings for a safe and basically represent just about anything that has a lock on it. The RSC, or Residential Security Container, is what you will commonly find in your large chain outlet stores, hardware stores, office supply stores, etc. As you can see that there is a big difference between a safe that is contained within a structure with or without an alarm. Remember that this chart is only a guide and that you should always ask your insurance broker to contact the underwriter's laboratory for precise recommendations for your specific storage content value. We silver stackers are on a precipice. Today, our 1,000 ounces of silver has a value of between $16 and $17 an ounce. Okay, no problem. I could justify getting a residential security container that is classified to secure that kind of value. But be mindful that this type of safe also can be breached in 5 minutes using common tools found around the house. If the same 1,000 ounces is now at a spot price of $50 to $100 per ounce, now we're looking at a whole other level of required security. I guess what I'm trying to say is, consider the future implied value of your wealth when considering which safe you should have. A few extra dollars spent today might be a justified investment for the security of your stack tomorrow. Only you can decide what is right for your situation. I only hope that this information can help you to make an informed decision when it comes to choosing a safe to secure your silver and gold. Okay, you've decided and chosen the appropriate safe for your needs, so what's next? Now you need to decide where to put it, and this decision could make all the difference for the security of your wealth. The next video in this series, part 4, entitled Where to Put Your Bullion Safe, will talk about some tips for where and how to install bullion safes to make them even more effective. I would really like to get a consensus of how our silver stacking community views security safes. So I have some questions for you to consider. Which safe rating do you think is right for you? Would you go the minimalist route just to keep the honest guy honest? Or would you spend the big bucks and get a mini Fort Knox? Do you even use a safe? If you don't, would you use a safe if you thought it would keep your silver secure? If you don't currently own a safe, is it because of an affordability issue? If you're already using one, I would be curious to know if your safe falls in line with the industry suggested standards for the anti-theft rating in correspondence with the value of your contents. What I'm looking for is something like I fall below the suggested standard or I surpass the standard, something like that. Another question, is your rating good to go at your current stack value? And then, what about its potential value 3 years from now? Do you still feel the same way? If I get enough feedback in the comment section from you guys on this series, I will create a summary video that represents a mini consensus of how our community views the issues of securing our bullion in safes. Feel free to add any other thoughts that you may have on this subject in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and hit that button too. Then check back soon for more uploads.